Good evening, Thunderstrikers. It is Sunday night, 7 p.m., and we know what day and time that is. It's time for the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers, live from our Safety Harbor studios. Tonight, you got myself, Jeff Snyder, as your producer, co-host, and you got my co-host. I guess I better call my host because he thinks he is. It's Joe D'Angelo. What you got for me, Joe?
I don't think I am. 4 years as a host.
4 years. Look at that. Oh, almost 5 now.
Thunderstrikers
has been around. Yeah, coming up.
Thunderstrikers have been around 5 years.
Yes.
Good evening,
Long
folks.
time. Good stuff.
Good evening. I know everybody is either very, very happy.
Yes.
Or is very, very frustrated and sad over last night. But
yes.
Here I am to tell you that.
Or both.
Or both.
Yes.
Now, I am very confident in my team. And you know that you're confident in your team.
Yes.
So let's talk about the Tampa Bay Lightning, and welcome to the show.
Yes.
In case you have never seen the show before, in the last 4 years, this show has been on the air for 4 years. And
been wonderful. Oh, that's 7 o'clock.
That's the 7 o'clock.
That is Disney telling me it's 7 o'clock.
What does everybody think of our new countdown to the show?
It's amazing.
I like it.
Loved it. I've got Lexa talking. Stop. Got Lexa talking in the background. He's amazing.
Yeah.
The studio's going bonkers today. I'll tell you what. Hey, just guys, so you know, if you're looking up there and you're saying, hey, this is the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers, and why are you showing me a graphic of Tampa Bay and the Islanders? The reason we're showing that now is because we're going to talk about them and how awesome that little butt kicking was before we go on to the rest of the show tonight. So, Joe, what'd you think about the Game 6?
Well, you know, it was an emotional time for me. We've talked about that. They're both my teams. I support both teams. But I made the prediction that the Tampa Bay Lightning, as my community team, would win the series, and they did.
That's correct.
Not in 7, but in 6, but that's okay. I'll take that anyway.
By the way,
Jeff didn't have it right either.
I didn't have it either. I said 5. I was beat on that one. But that's all right.
Yes, the Tampa Bay Lightning defeated the New York Islanders 2-1 in overtime again. All these overtimes have taken a lot out of the team, and we're gonna deep dive into that as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what anybody says, you play that many overtimes to get to the big show. The guys are tired. The guys' legs are shot.
Well, let's get there in a minute.
Finish. Let's talk about
those Islanders.
What
happened?
They got
with
disposed.
Those Islanders.
They got disposed.
Yeah, it was done.
Anthony Cirelli.
Oh, Anthony Cirelli. You know what? I'll pull that screen right here.
Overtime winner.
We like Anthony Cirelli. Anthony, where have you been the entire time?
And we didn't even think he was going to come back.
My goodness. He's, we're like, okay, he's done. Not only is he getting traded away, he's done for the season, all this kind of stuff. And
0.34 seconds.
Yes.
Into overtime.
All right, Richard, this is a positive show.
Oh, here we go.
Comments positive, please.
Here we go. Positive.
Everyone understands we have feelings about this, but we're really, it's game 1, and we'll talk about that about 2004.
All I can say is I don't want to kick out anybody out of the group.
Well, we're not talking about that. We're just talking about here.
Please.
I know.
Don't push the button.
We'll see what happens, but Richard, let's be positive as we're going along here. So let's get positive about our boy Anthony.
Yes.
He didn't do jack. In fact,
it's a fact.
There's a fact. In fact, basically, let me think about this dream. Oh no. I remember a few shows ago saying, has anyone seen Anthony Cirelli? Because he's kind of lost in the sauce. My boy shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Gets us the winning goal.
34 seconds.
34 seconds.
Oh,
great.
34.
Great.
What a beautiful win. And you got to give it to the Islanders goaltender. 46 shots, a career playoff high.
Amazing.
He was better than I thought.
I'm telling you what, Vassie's incredible. Yes, he is.
Vassie's the best.
And he is the best. But these guys, I mean,
yeah,
they're the stars, and we'll talk about the Stars coming up, and the Islanders, these goalies are nobody's business. They're kicking.
And
scary kicking.
after Cirelli and Simon Brogroff, the goaltender for the New York Islanders, we are talking about the third star, Victor Hedman.
Victor.
He is the fifth defenseman in NHL history to record 9 goals in one postseason. 3 of the previous 4 were on teams that won the Stanley Cup.
Yep. That's
How
amazing.
about that for a fact?
Some of these stats are kind of really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, times are tough after yesterday,
Yes.
but we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so remember, you can give us a call on 727-474-8786. That number for our hotline is 727-474-8786. Give us a call. Tell us what you're thinking. Tell us what you want to say, and be positive about our awesome Lightning.
Another thing that bothers me is that,
What bothers you?
the Bolts are always having to come back. The Islanders scored for the 5th consecutive game when Devin Toews slipped one past Andrei Vasilevsky early in the first period of that last game. But the Bolts came back and outshot the Islanders 48-27. The Lightning also got plenty of chances on the power play, but went 0 for 5 as New York's penalty killers looked extra sharp against us.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Embrace. Lightning coach said he was relieved after the game. And the Islanders were tough on us. And,
yeah, they were.
They were tough on us. And we defeated them. And we moved on to the next series, which is the most important series, the Stanley Cup.
What is that? Is that the Stanley Cup? Oh, my goodness. I thought we weren't allowed to look at the Stanley Cup.
Or
you mean this one? Yes. Folks, I'm going to, normally I'm really laid back and I don't talk a lot of smack. But in this case, I'm going to say this to all you Bolt haters out there.
I've said enough for now.
Just remember, there are how many hockey teams are there in the league? Oh, gosh.
A
lot.
There are
how many hockey teams went to the finals this year?
There was a lot.
16. That's a lot. How many made the 21? Yeah, 16. How many made the semifinals? Then it got down to 4. Now these 4 are some really good teams.
They are
really good teams,
deserving to be there.
But wait, how many hockey teams are left?
2.
So unless you were a Dallas Stars backer for a long time, because they're not around much, you have nothing to say because your teams are sitting there watching the games, just like they are.
Exactly.
So remember that,
fans.
Bolts haters.
Mm-hmm.
We may not win the Stanley Cup. I hope we do, and I'm really rooting for us. But remember, neither did y'all.
Very key.
Yes.
That.
I mean, hey, they got to go see their families earlier than the Bolts did.
Mm-hmm.
They got to leave the bubble and go play at home or play golf or whatever they wanted to do.
Yep.
Good for them. But I'll tell you this, it's nice to be in the top 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember a short year ago when a lot of Bolt haters, after our unfortunate loss and our sweep, I can say it now with an open heart because, we got swept first round by Columbus. I get that.
We remember that too.
Yes. I remember all these fans that they'll never get any further.
God.
Oh, and they can't handle. Folks, there's 2 left. 2. Them and us. 2.
And don't think for one second that I don't see those comments all the time in all those other groups because they're not posting them in the Thunderstrikers group because quite frankly they're removed because I don't tolerate no negativity.
That's right. Hey, Valerie says she just subscribed to our YouTube channel. Awesome. And Valerie's always good to see you. Thunderstrikers. Yeah, it's pretty good. Come on. Well, a lot of people watch it now because they're so excited to see the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers show. They sit by their phones or computers at 6:55, start sweating, start getting giddy. The show starts, they're glued. Hopefully, y'all went to the bathroom before the show because you're glued to the show now.
Yes. And another interesting fact
Yes.
When me and Jeff did the show this year, our first year really together doing the show.
Yeah, it's been a year now.
All of a sudden, I look around. Podcast here, podcast there. Here a podcast, there a podcast, everywhere a podcast.
I like that.
But none of them are like this one.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's great. And folks, it's great to see these podcasts learning these systems and working with these. I think we're on a really good system right now. Folks, Stream Yard is fantastic.
It is.
Go to StreamYard.com.
Do you know Jay Ricker is WDAE? They use StreamYard.
Amazing. Yeah, if you want ease of use with professional response and great video experience, check out StreamYard. It's a lot of fun. Very easy to pick up, very easy to use, and I swear by it. Now, a lot of other guys are starting to use it now too.
Yeah, I noticed that. Zoom
is great, but StreamYard is just that much more interactive for what you want to do. So, hey, for everybody else that's using it, good for them. Yeah, come on board. Let's share notes as much as we can, because I'm watching some of these guys with their editing skills are top notch.
Absolutely, one in particular that
I don't want to talk about. They're so good. They make me so sad.
This has got to be after we dispatched of the Islanders, Pat Maroon, one of my favorite.
Pat.
One of my favorite.
I love Pat.
This guy, the Shattenkirk guy. I'm a Maroon guy, but he said, my fingernails are gone. Writing forward Pat Maroon on what it's like being the first team in NHL history to clinch 3 consecutive series in overtime.
It's amazing.
Not 1, not 2, 3. And you wonder why they were sluggish last night. They didn't have their. Come on.
Well, and a lot of people have been saying by the end of the first period, I get it.
Yeah.
We
first and second
at this point said it's fatigue.
First and second.
That's fine. You come out of the box. They've been rested, and we haven't. We had 25 hours from the end of that one to the beginning of the other one. That's not enough.
Overtimes.
Yeah.
3 overtimes, folks.
By the way, before we go any further, I got to ask you, Joe, for your opinion.
Yes.
The reason they squished all this together so much is to make sure that they were done by October 1st.
Yes.
They wanted to make sure before any drafts, anything else going on, be done by October.
Crunch them together every other day.
Here's the question. What would have happened if we had gone to Game 7? Because there's no way they would have gotten all the way through. So I'm guessing there's a lot of people that were very, very happy that the Bolts won in 6, so that we didn't have to extend into October and totally screw up everybody's plans.
Yeah, that is so true.
Isn't that neat? Yeah.
Would have been definitely a screw job.
Yes, it would have.
But let's talk about the after we got done beating the Islanders.
Yes.
The Lightning were happy to embrace and touch
Yes.
the Prince of Wales trophy as 48 members of the team's traveling party walked into the ice to accept it. So you had the whole
including
team.
Steven Stamkos.
And our illustrious captain,
the fuzzy bear himself.
The fuzzy long-haired.
My goodness. Hey, Steve, I get you're not playing right now, but do you have to be such a
captain
man hippie? Oh, exactly. Oh, yeah. Captain Caveman. My goodness, Steve. I know they have barbers because some people, unlike a few. I mean, yeah, I get the playoff beard, but damn.
That was the bubble moment of the day when Lightning captain Steven Stamkos, who has not played this postseason, as he rehabs an undisclosed injury, which is not so undisclosed.
Yeah.
He has, however, stayed in the bubble. Stayed in the bubble, folks. Yeah. Remember all that bull crap about?
He never left.
Did he leave? Did he not leave? All this other crap.
That's correct.
He never left. In the bubble.
Yep.
So in case people are wondering, and they say, oh, well, I know everything about the Bolts, and I can tell you that he most assuredly left.
No.
He stayed in the bubble.
Correct.
And there's a slim chance he'll be available for the Stanley Cup final. However, there's been rumors, but nothing yet confirmed on whether Mr. Steven will make an appearance in Game 2 or not.
ESPN rumors.
Ooh, I don't really go with them. So that was good. That was good that Victor Hedman and the alternate captains.
Yes.
Gave him that moment.
Yeah. No, I think Victor Hedman was a class act on that one.
Well, he's a senior captain.
That is
senior alternate captain.
Yeah. It's interesting that he played so hard. He spent so much ice time. He's worked so far through this with an injury, remember, from the first games. And to step back and say, instead of being it my time to shine, I'm going to call out the captain so that he can see what we've been doing and be part of this and touch the cup and be part of the celebration and almost highlighted in it, which I thought was fantastic. But then again, that's why the Bolts are awesome and we're not bullies like people say we are.
Yeah,
just saying.
I get sick of that too, and you know, they're just full of envy. They think that, you know, their team's better, but you know what? They're playing golf right now, so I guess our team's better, right?
Well, of course, that's how it always works. But
high voltage, baby.
That's right. So, all right. So first period of the Stars, we're thinking fatigue. Fatigue. Second period, we're calling it luck. And I'm saying bad luck. How many shots on goal? How many off the post? How many off an errant skate? How many off a stick? Breaks the stick. Oh my goodness. It's just horrible. You know, nothing was going our way. Then we came into third, and I think our just time ran out. You know, it just got to the point where we just couldn't fix it up. And then now we're calling it trouble.
Well, they scored 5 minutes and 40 seconds into the first period right away.
Yes, which we thought was going to be the fantastic way.
Yanni Gourde came back at 12:32 with a lucky bounce.
Yeah,
that's the only way we were able to get a goal was a lucky bounce.
This goaltender is incredible.
Yanni Gourde with his 6th of the playoffs, and it was 1-1 after one, and you still had to wonder the way the Stars were all over Vasi, that how long was it going to be before the Stars get a bunch of goals, because they were just pouring it on and just, you know, full of energy. Meanwhile, we're just like,
well, you know, it's funny. Yeah, we showed exhaustion. We
did first 2 periods, only the first 2.
But you know, we really didn't play poorly. We actually dominated for a good 30 minutes of that game.
The third period,
the second half, the second and the third period are just all over there. It's just the one thing the Lightning, well, there's a couple things the Lightning can't seem to do right now. Number one is do anything on a penalty. Their power plays are just
awful.
What the heck?
It's awful.
Their 5-on-4 stinks. Their 6-on-5 stinks. What the heck? Come on, guys.
The Bolts are
13
on power plays the past 3 games, and last night they were 0-3.
That's correct.
Of course it's correct.
What kind of shit is that? I mean, what kind of stuff is that?
The Bolts were 22-2 in shots in the third period. That's domination, folks.
That is domination. But here's the thing. You can dominate all day long. You can pepper that goal all long. Unless it goes in the goal, it really is moot. The only thing you're doing is tiring out that goalie and hoping for a lucky shot.
22 shots to 2. The Bolts have 27 total goals in the playoffs, 9 of them by Braden Point.
Yep.
Yanni Gourde had the only goal. We know about that. We can only hope that the momentum that we saw in the third period swings into game 2. Otherwise, we are going to be in serious trouble.
We are. I mean, it's one of those where you have to look at the facts. And Richard, as much as I don't want to say bad things, I'm going to give you this. We have not won to these guys this year. The 2 times they played us in the regular season,
they were overtime games.
They were overtime games, and they beat us.
They lost. Yeah. 2 twice.
Yeah.
So
this is the third time, but I mean, this year, that's the only 3 times we played. We've lost to them so far.
Yeah. I'm not worried.
Well, I mean, I'm not worried. I'm apprehensive. It's just, these guys are great, don't get me wrong, but Braden, unfortunately, he's wincing when he skates. He's not 100%. If Steve does come out, which God willing he does, hasn't been on the ice in 6 months competitively.
No.
So
he's been practicing on the ice, though.
But that's fine. He hasn't competed on the ice in 6 months. It's a whole different world. We all know that, especially playoffs, which he has not won a Stanley Cup before. So he doesn't have this kind of playoff final experience. It's going to be an uphill battle. Big
It's
time.
not going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy.
Well, that's
But of
because
course,
it's the Stanley Cup. That's
the
why it's not
goaltenders
easy.
are all of a sudden getting on the bandwagon of saying that the Dallas Stars are going to beat us and everything, blah, 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 blah.
Well, you know, there's going to be Bulls haters because we're the awesomest team on the planet. But guys, if you're a Tampa Bay fan and you've been a Tampa Bay fan up till now, don't let one loss turn you away from your home team. Don't let 4 losses turn you away from. And no, remember, we're not no names. Don't let 4 losses turn us away from our beloved Bolts. Because don't forget, we're farther than we were last year. We've still got a team ready for drinking, full of depth and
We didn't
skill.
choke like last year.
We didn't choke like last year. We've really been playing hard.
We were in the Cup finals, folks.
We have been playing through some serious adversity.
We knocked off 3 very good teams.
That's correct.
To get to where we are. And I'll tell you this, they also did the same thing that we did. They knocked off 3 very good teams, and I'll even go one further, because I'm the facts and the stats guy. I will tell you that great defense always conquers great offense. And in that Vegas series, the Dallas Stars completely shut down all of the offense of Vegas.
Yeah, well, they're doing it to us too.
It's only one game.
That's the problem.
It's only one game.
Guys, I mean, it was, if you got a chance to watch it last night, and, you know, it was a great game, I guess. I didn't like it.
Of course, we didn't like the results.
It sucked. But
great defense stops great offense.
Defense, great goaltending.
However,
but here is my Cooper, if you're listening, I hope you are, or somebody get to Cooper. Y'all need to hit harder. You got more hits than Dallas did last game, but your hits were ineffective. They weren't hard. These guys are running roughshod over you. Pick it up, get hard, play hard, and start winning these games rough, like the Stanley Cup demands.
Here's my point about, yes, I give credit to the defense that they really did a good job. However, it wasn't from lack of effort from the Bulls, because shot attempts in this game were so lopsided. It was like a football stat. 43-3 in the third period alone on shot attempts, folks. So it wasn't like a lack of effort. It wasn't the defense that was stopping the Lightning from scoring from those 43 shots. It was their goaltender.
Right.
That's the bottom line. He's the one that stopped it.
And I get that.
That's a lot of shot attempts. 43-3 in shot attempts.
Yeah. But here's the deal. None of them went in.
No, unfortunately not. Like I said, you get that lucky bounce.
You give credit to the goaltender
last night.
But you also have to sit back if you're Cooper and say, okay, what else do we do at this point?
Yeah,
it's whatever we're doing is not working. So, and come on, Cooch. Come on, Cooch. Stop frigging around with the puck again.
Mm-hmm.
Stop your errant passing. Stop your cross ice passing.
Shoot the pucks, guys.
Shoot the pucks. I mean, yeah, you would think that's been the case with our shots on goal, but they're not quality shots, and they're not taking anyone by surprise. You're sitting there with your little flubby, back and forth, back and forth. Oops, it's out of the zone. Oops, it's back in, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, set up a big slap shot. It didn't go in. You know why? Because everyone knew it was coming. This is like back early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
When I talked about Stamkos doing the same thing. Always a shot from the left circle. Cooch, always a shot from the right circle. Every time they all see it coming, they block it, they know it's happening. The only reason we keep scoring is because Point would sneak in the middle every once in a while and have a fantastic shot. Or we get Yannick Gord or Sorelli or Shattenkirk or whoever. So, guys, we have to be more creative with that puck. We have to get it into the zone and into the goal as quickly as possible, build up these points, and then we can skate around and play with it. But when you do that, when you're tied up or down by 1, it just does not get it.
Let's look at the history of touching the trophy. Before the break, since we're coming up to the break soon,
A little bit.
The Bolts touched the trophy last night. In 2019, the Bruins didn't touch the trophy and lost to St. Louis.
Yeah.
In 2018, the Capitals, yes, they touched the cup and they won their first championship in their history.
Mm-hmm.
In 2017, Pittsburgh touched the cup and won the cup. In 2016, Pittsburgh, yes, they touched the cup and won the cup. In 2015, the Tampa Bay Lightning did not touch the cup and lost to Chicago.
Yes.
So their philosophy was, well, it's not working for us, so let's go ahead and touch the cup. And Steven Stamkos even carried the cup in the drop locker room there. I had a picture about that.
Yeah, I would like to believe all that stuff. I really would.
It's superstition.
It is superstition. And I'm superstitious. I wear the same shirts when I'm watching the Bolts game. If they're starting to suck, I change shirts, hoping that might turn the tide. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure the Bolts can see me change shirts and go, hey, let's play better. He changed shirts. Mm-hmm. Just like the famous comic of, hey, that guy in the TV is yelling at us to shoot the puck. I don't think what we do or even what they do is going to win any Stanley Cup. I think it's going to be get your butt on the ice, play like you mean it, and win this damn thing.
I just think it's superstition. I don't believe in it anyway. So
I agree.
There's been question about whether or not, and this is true, if Steven Stamkos does come back,
yes,
that ruins the formula that has gotten us here by going 11-7.
This is very true.
Where are you going to put? Ask me, and I'll tell you. Where do you put Steven Stamkos on the lines currently right now? If first of all, you have to eliminate the 11-7 and go back to 12-6.
True. You have to.
The first line you're not going to break up. You got Palat, Point, and Cooch.
Yep, I think Palat needs to stay right there. The board line needs to stay intact.
Killorn, Cirelli, and Johnson on the second line.
You know what you can do with that one? Kick Johnson to the curb because he ain't done jack.
So put Stamkos on the second line.
Stamkos on the second line. I'm sorry, I just lost his name. Tyler. Tyler, I love you to death. You're a great guy.
You don't love him anymore.
You're great for no. You're great for the community. Yeah, that message you sent my wife was fantastic. Really nice all the way around. Celebrating Nurses Week and all that. You're a great, great person, and you've been a great player for the Lightning for so many years. It's time to pack it up. I'm sorry. I want to just cry when I say that because, Tyler, we love you. But I don't think that you can give what the Bolts are getting now. And it's a different team. You were so prolific in this team. And with the Goodrow and the Bogosian and the Shattenkirk and all these new guys coming in, it just doesn't seem like it's clicking for you. So that's what I would do. I'd call him the opposite. Tyler, this new team doesn't seem like it's clicking for you. I'm sorry, but we have to let you go.
It's not going to happen because, Seattle, whether or not they're going to pick him or not.
The Kraken or the Karens.
Crackers.
Yes, Steve Mallory. How needs to step up his game? Yes, he does. My goodness, folks.
Like I said, 11-7 has worked so well, and Shen has just been outstanding.
Yes,
as the extra defenseman.
I'm impressed with that boy.
It's about damn time that some of these guys are really taking the.
But again, here's another thing I just don't understand, Cooper. I don't get it.
What's that?
You have a kid who is, in my opinion, one of the best face-off kids on the planet right now.
That's my boy.
Why do you keep benching him? Just put him on the ice. The kid can win face-offs. We need to win face-offs. One thing we are really lacking on right now is face-off percentage wins. Come on, guys, let's go.
Well, I believe we've reached the halfway point.
Oh my God, we've reached the halfway point. So let me get that. Oh my goodness, I'm not even paying attention here. All right, halfway point is this. This is the Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers coming to you live from the Safety Harbor Studios in wonderful Safety Harbor. Let me see what I can get here for you. I believe we have some wonderful sponsors. Look at that. We have Our Place. Our Place serves wonderful food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, weekly and daily specials, all-you-can-eat pasta Sunday nights, all-you-can-eat crab legs on Thursday nights. Just a fantastic place to be. You've got your basic Eddie's Bar and Grill in Dunedin, right on US 1.
Or Hurricane Eddie's.
Or Hurricane Eddie's, right down the street.
Yep, Dunedin Causeway.
Serves fantastic wings, drinks, burgers with a friendly service, 50 TVs for your sports viewing pleasure. You have Odes from the Sandbox. Odes from the Sandbox is my actual book that I've written. It's by me, talking about all the things I did while I was overseas and teaching about love and communication through the written art. Anyone you'd like to plug there, Joe?
Snappers, don't
No,
forget
Snappers.
Snappers.
That's why
That's our broadcasting home on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock.
Snappers Bar and Grill, Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Fantastic,
Show
right there.
Tuesdays.
Show Tuesdays, and just lots of fun all the way up and down.
Thank you, Paul.
Yes, US 19 in Palm Harbor.
Yes.
All right, here we
What
go
a
again.
great bunch of restaurants and establishments
Yes,
that I've been going to for 20 plus years.
that's true, and it shows. All right, let's talk about some more.
Notice how
Joe.
slim the host is compared to the.
Yeah, he's been losing weight. And I've been finding it. I'm not really sure how that works. You're fine. You're fine, man.
Hey, let's give it up to the Russians. Let's give it up for the Russians.
Why is that?
The first time in NHL history, 3 Russian starting goaltenders were in the Final Four.
Very true.
And now, of course it's true, I'm reporting it. And the 2 last men standing Russian goaltenders, Andrei Vasilevsky.
Yes, he has been doing, of course, the Vezina Trophy.
Oh, he better win this.
Candidate.
He better win the second. He better, because they're going to get a letter from me.
Well, he needs to really put a good showing on next couple games.
And it's based on your season.
It's based on the season, but he's dropping, and it's
dropping yourself. He had more wins than any other goaltender.
yes. But what have you done for me lately, Vassy?
Oh please! Without Vassy, you're not even
Oh.
there. You're not even there.
Oh yeah,
You're
that's
not
true.
even there.
Yeah.
Vassy is the best goaltender in the NHL.
And what else does he have in his pocket this year? He is the only goaltender to play every single playoff game.
This is true.
There's no other. None.
No.
Now, here's who I would like to be.
He's got to be tired.
Well, yes, but here's who I'd like to be. I would like to be Curtis McElhaney, making 8 figures
Yeah, not playing.
to sit on the bench and eat Pringles. I don't know if he eats Pringles or not, but I would literally have a Pringles and a big soda sitting right next to the ice, eating, drinking, having a big time going, I'm making a lot of money here. That's just doing all the work. Look at this. Now, of course, we can't say that is always true because we remember the Bruins.
Oh, God.
But that poor kid, I still want to get. Don't. He's like, who, me? What? Me? Yeah, you guy, come on out. So, and McElhaney, of course, can always face that, but it doesn't look like it anytime soon. And you might have Curtis McElhaney play like 2 minutes just so they can say he played to get that ring and go, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
You won a Stanley Cup,
And you
and
didn't
you got
even
your
play.
name on the damn cup, and you didn't play.
You're on the cup. You're celebrating and partying hard. Hey, so what'd you do? I cheered him on from the bench. And you have the best seat in the house. Of course, you got to wear all those pads, so it's kind of bulky and probably hot.
Yes.
But still, that's my dream job, folks. Cooper, if you're looking for a dream jobber, I'm the one. I will gear up, even in skates,
Oh God, that's scary.
and I will sit on the bench and eat Pringles and drink soda throughout the entire season next year.
And it looks like he has already.
If you'll pay me $1.25 million, just so. Okay.
Wow.
$1.15 million. We'll call it a draw. Good to go.
He's negotiating as he goes
Pringles and
along.
soda, and once in a while, maybe put a little tequila. You know, maybe. so I can enjoy the game better. But still.
Okay, folks, we're going to ask you a question.
Oh, what's the question?
Here we go.
Okay.
Who's your pick for Conn Smythe?
Ooh, this is a good
Here are your options. Nikita Kucherov,
Yes.
Braden Point,
Yeah.
Victor Hedman,
Mm.
Andrei Vasilevsky.
Boy, that's tough. I'll tell
Who do you think? Who do you think? I think right now that Hedman is probably the unanimous choice right
Tell
now.
you why. That is the most offensive player for a defensive player that I've ever seen in hockey, ever.
Mhm.
My goodness, Victor, how do you start off plays behind your goal, scoot it down there, pass it up, and when it comes back another pass, you're there to get it and put it in the goal?
Yeah.
Good gracious, guy. Of course, my wife says cut your hair, but I say don't cut your hair. Do whatever you want to do. And amazing. He's amazing, and I think he is definitely the front runner right there.
He is also one of the bigger guys on the team because
6'4".
Dallas has a couple of guys that are over 6'5".
Yeah, they're huge.
One of them is 6'7".
Yeah. And then,
My
and
God.
I'll tell you, height works. I mean,
Jeez.
we talked about that. Oh, wait, we talked about that before
Mhm.
on how
Yeah.
because you're bulky is not a good thing, but if you're tall and lean,
Like Andrei Vasilevsky.
Andrei Vasilevsky or
Yep.
Victor Hedman or
Victor
these guys,
Hedman.
they really lean wins games. Bulky, thick workers out don't necessarily win things.
Yeah.
So
That's really an interesting. I just thought it was because any one of these guys, they're all superstars.
Oh yeah, of course, very much so.
So yeah, 9 current Tampa Bay Lightning players, 9 were playing in the 2015 series against Chicago.
Yep.
Coburn, Hedman, Tyler Johnson, Alex Killorn, Nikita Kucherov, Andre Palat,
No.
Cedric Marquette, Steven Stamkos,
Yes.
and Andrei Vasilevsky.
Yes. So it's a great.
I could have done
team.
that as a trivia question.
You
Could have asked everybody, and if you're real Tampa Bay Lightning fans like we are, we go back into the 90s. Any true blue Lightning fan would know that.
But I'll tell you what, now you've done something.
Mm-hmm.
For all you Lightning fans who were hoping to see Ben Bishop return, a lot of disappointment there.
Not happening.
I know. It doesn't look like he's going to play at all. He's unfit.
Unfit to play.
Unfit to play, and
Unfit to
that
play,
means
you know
it's
that.
done.
There's no more lower body. There's no more upper body. It's
Correct.
just that.
Yep.
And I don't ask me why they changed it, but they changed it.
Yep. Our boy Pat Maroon
Mm-hmm.
got himself a little bit of a 10-minute misconduct penalty.
Oh yeah, well that's frustration.
Licking the puck into the Stars bench after the whistle blew for the end of the second period. And that wasn't pretty. A little bit of a scrum on the ice because of it.
Yeah.
Kind of funny to watch. Now, I will say, you put a glove in Pat's face and smother his face, you're starting to get pretty dirty, guys.
Yeah.
Dallas, I'm telling you, he's going to hit you back in a minute. And when he does, it's going to hurt.
We got a lot of guys. We got a lot of guys that are stepping up and not.
Yeah. Well, because Dallas, I mean, they're well known and they admit it. They're a very physical team.
Mm-hmm.
They play hard and they're not
Defensive
afraid to fight.
They're
And
very defensive team.
when they fight hard and they fight dirty. And we got to really be careful with that.
Still in all, the Bolts managed to get 36 shots to their 20.
Yeah.
50 hits for them.
And they got how many
56.
goals? 4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
You can't sugarcoat the obvious, folks.
Yeah.
We blew that game, pulling our goalie.
A lot of giveaways. Yeah, he pulled them early.
We looked at that. By the way, pulling your goalie with 2 minutes left gives you a 5% chance of scoring before they do on an empty net.
Yeah.
Pulling it at 4 minutes gives you a 0.25% chance. Folks, I don't know why they would even think about that. Yeah, pull your goalie in desperation with 2 minutes, but at 4 minutes, just play on.
Yeah.
Good gracious.
Yeah, that was questionable.
Yeah. So.
Well, you can't give away the puck, and there were 10 giveaways in that game as well.
Yep.
Block shots, they blocked 28 shots.
Yeah.
So they were all over.
Yep.
But again, you have to like what you saw in the third period, and you hope that it comes over to game 2. If they come out and they play like they did in the third period,
yeah.
They just need to keep all over that damn goaltender.
I mean, Hudobin it's not even like he's getting lucky. I mean, think about this. We had a shot from Kucherov from the left.
Mm-hmm.
He slides across the crease and stops it with his shoulder. Incredible work. Bogosian shot directly in front of the goal. He snapped it out of thin air with his glove. This guy is a very, very good goalie.
He knows what's going on.
And I'm going to give it to them because they stopped what could have been just a runaway with us, and we didn't take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's the bottom line.
Yes. Now, don't forget, Tampa Bay's top line has not had a goal in 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Yeah. Well, the scoring has been invisible.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting them from Gord. We're getting them from, just people you don't expect to see, which is why we have depth. Mm-hmm. My goodness.
Yeah. I mean, you only get 1 goal. You average 1 goal the last 3 games.
Yeah.
That's not going to win.
Nope, not at all.
That's not going to get you to wins, folks. The offense has got to
pick it up,
produce, and shoot the puck, get in there, and keep on. Have your net presence. Have that one guy there, just like the Rat did, and Hedman did that.
Yeah.
You have to keep that going. You have to have that guy right in front of the net. I know Brady Point was in front of the net, but these guys are smart on the defensive side. They know who we're going to.
Always. That's
so, double teaming and triple teaming and everything.
Folks, we need to control the puck. A little more precision. We need to, because we spend a lot of time in the offensive zone. We spend a lot of time in their zone. We spend a lot of quality time. Mm-hmm. But we just have to get something on goal. Shoot until something finally just passes through. Yeah, they've been doing it. They need to do a little bit more.
Absolutely. Right now is not a time we cannot afford to go down 2 games to none.
No.
You got to bring it. This game is going to be a bring it type of mentality. And like I said, I don't think that they're going to disrupt the 11-7. I think we go 11-7 tomorrow night. And regardless of what ESPN says about Steven Stamkos playing tomorrow night, I don't buy it.
They might put Stamkos in and take Tyler out.
And if they do put Stamkos in, it's going to be back to 12-6.
Maybe.
No, there's no maybe about it.
Another offensive.
No. Luke Schen's in there for a reason. He's the extra defenseman. He cuts that 4th line.
Who are you going to pull from the offense? Well, you could always replace.
Yeah.
Steve comes in, Tyler goes home.
I don't know.
Sorry, Tyler, again. I really like you. You're a great player. You've always been so wonderful for the Lightning. I'm just frustrated because there's nothing coming from you right now. And that makes it hard.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of consensus among the NHL, the sports writers, and I got one of the brackets for the predictions. Now, me and Jeff both think that the Lightning are going to win in 6. Out of the 17 reporters and correspondents for the NHL, 14 out of the 17 picked the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yes.
And most of them picked them to win in 6. 6 games was the most general consensus.
Yeah.
There were a few that said 7. I really think it's going to go 6, but you know what? If it goes 7, as long as we win.
It really doesn't matter if 6 or 7. Yeah, they matter earlier in the series because that's your relaxed break time, which unfortunately we didn't have. But at this point, when it gets to the finals, it can go 8 for all. I can't go 8 because they're not 8, but it can go 7 for all I care. Who cares? Mm-hmm. I would like to see it go in 5, which means we win the next 4. But I'm realistic.
Yeah.
So the Stars are no joke.
They are no joke.
They are the Western Conference champions for a reason.
And they present a much more competition than the Islanders do.
I predicted Vegas all the way through. I figured Vegas was going to be the tough one. Stars came out running.
Defense beats offense.
Yes, all day long. So now the question is this. What happens after this? Commissioner Gary Bettman has raised the possibility of a next season beginning after the tentatively planned December 1st start date.
Mm-hmm.
Even while the plan remains for each team to play 82 games and the league hold a full playoff.
Well, I've been saying that the last few months. That's what it's going to be.
Here's the problem.
That's why we're going to be back
with that.
Quicker than we thought.
Yes. Here's the problem with that. We've seen it in baseball already.
Oh, God.
Half of the poor players are injured. Most of the good pitchers are injured because they've tried to squeeze all these games into such a short time period.
All these double headers.
I get that they want to play 84 games, or 82 games, excuse me. I get that they want a full playoff season this year. But I'm telling you what, there's such a thing as burnout. Players, fans, everybody involved. You start stacking these games so close to each other and pushing so much, people will get hurt. Others are going to lose interest because they're going to say, okay, I'm hockey overloaded. Now, you and I, we're not hockey overloaded. A lot of your fans, they want to see a game every week or so, maybe twice that week. They don't want to see games every day. They're going to stop watching.
I don't know. The way I look at it is, I'm not only a fan, I'm a correspondent for the Lightning. I get the facts and stats and everything. That's 365 days a year what I do. There's no rest in between. That's why I'm finally going to take a little time off after the Cup, and I'm just going to relax for a month.
So you're not going to, not for 365. Maybe more like 335.
Yeah, because I've
just saying.
Just made an executive decision that I'm going to take a vacation.
Oh, what a good guy you are.
I know.
I'm sorry if you guys missed me the last 2 weeks. I was on my own vacation.
It was
more like a working vacation, but a lot of fun, had all around. So I deeply apologize that the show wasn't as good as it always is, like it is when I'm here, but hey, I can only do what I can do.
That was only because I decided not to have a show.
The show, he was so scared of not having a great show, he decided, let's not have a show.
No, my co-host came down and got sick. And that's the only reason why we did not have a show. As I reported, my co-host was sick.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there would have been a show, and it would have been at Snapper's Bar, Grill and Comedy Club, where the WZIG radio booth in beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida is our show, is our secondary show, and it's a very good show. Yeah, it's just a secondary show.
Yep. Just so you know, think about this, folks, for the next season coming up. If we want to have a next season, we have to consider this. Out of the 31 hockey teams currently in the NHL, 7 of them are in Canada. There are strict travel restrictions for non-essential personnel to travel from Canada into the United States and back, and they have deemed that hockey players are not essential personnel. So if they start the season back in like they want to in December or before, and if the travel restrictions are still in place, that makes a logistical nightmare for everybody involved.
This is true.
So it's definitely something they need to think about until they get this vaccine going or whatever they're going to do or fix it or decide what's happening. It's going to be hard on everybody involved. So just like us, bear with us. And Lularo 2004 says, where are you from? I'm from Tampa Bay. We are here in Safety Harbor, Florida, which is, if you look at my side up the garage, you can actually see the city of Tampa skyline from our house, right across the bay in Pinellas County, which is a 25-minute ride to Amalie Arena on a good day, an hour and a half ride to Amalie Arena on a game day. So
all about that.
Adding an hour of traffic time is always so much fun going into Tampa.
Been doing it for years and years and years.
Yes.
20-something years.
Yes.
Oh, God.
And Matt Gordon says hello to Echo. Did Echo walk through or something?
No,
Echo may have. I don't know where she's at. She's out sleeping somewhere. Yeah, Matt, Echo's here somewhere. Our Tampa Bay Thunderstrikers dog mascot because we have 2 cat mascots that live at Joe's house because they're not allowed here. Cats. But yeah, we have our animal broadcasters. He has Cooch, and I have Echo.
And Elsa.
And Elsa, yes.
I have Cooch and Elsa, and they're beautiful.
And
the most adorable cats.
Where's the name Elsa from?
That was already named. I adopted her at 5 years old.
Oh, you're so nice.
I know.
You're so nice.
Well,
Do you know why they named her Elsa?
You know why? I don't know why, but
most likely from the what's that Disney thing, Anna and Elsa.
Oh, I don't know if that's why she got her name or not, but I didn't rename her, which would have been wrong because I would have gave her a hockey name. But Elsa is a beautiful. If you've never seen my cats, you need to go on my page and check out my cats. The most adorable cats in the world.
They are definitely. And they're cute
cats.
Lightning, and I'm not even a cat
cats. They're lightning cats.
They are definitely lightning cats.
Cooch being the bigger one at 21 pounds.
Here, Joe. And folks, here's a picture of Joe being all cool in a radio station which he thinks he's badass.
Back in that was back in 2016 or was it 2015?
That was a long time
ago.
It
was 2015, 5 years ago.
Definitely a long time ago.
In the professional studios in Largo, Florida.
Yeah, almost as good as the professional studios here in Safety Harbor, Florida.
I'm not really getting into a debate on what's the better studio.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's been a fun ride going on 5 years. And like I said, the first year with Jeff. And,
we've been doing this for a year now. We've known each other for a year and a half because we met at the playoffs last year.
Right.
And then we started working together on this stuff at the beginning of last season.
Right.
Which is dumped into late into this season.
Right.
So yes, it's been. In fact, I was looking at something. We were at a game last year. I think it was today or yesterday. We were actually at a game talking about the Lightning, and it's been a good year.
Yeah,
kind of digging it.
I've met so many fans and friends through just interaction.
Oh yeah.
Outside the arena, inside the arena, on the snack line.
Well, and that's the funny part is that
food line.
I don't know if you've been to a bunch of stadiums, folks. I've been to several over my years. I love going to hockey games throughout the country.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like the friendliness of Tampa Bay fans. It's almost interesting because if you wear Tampa Bay gear to Detroit, I don't suggest it, first of all, or to New York or to Vegas. You get dirty looks and you get sneered at and things thrown at you and yelled at. Come to Tampa Bay and wear anybody else's gear. And you might get some jokes.
You'll get some sticks of fire in your face.
But you'll get friendly. You'll get, hey, I respect your team. Yeah, we just beat you, but I respect your team. Or, hey, you guys got us this time. Good game. It's not like it's such adversarial that we're mean to each other.
Yeah, it's not New York style.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit easier for that. So
yeah, I mean, come on now, let's be realistic. When Montreal comes to Amalie Arena, there's some issues.
Yeah,
the fans are going back and forth and fun, and yeah, once in a while you do get a blowout and people kicked out.
Yeah,
so I've seen that happen.
I have seen the Sabres fan get kicked out this year, in fact.
Yeah. Yeah, so it does go on. Yes. The fun of it, you just don't want to go overboard with the fun of it.
That's right.
And other than that, you talk sports and you make new friends. Whether it doesn't matter where it's
good stuff. Yeah. Even if it's competing podcasts or competing thing shows, it's all good fun. We're here to support the Tampa Bay Lightning. We're here to support the Tampa Bay area. By the way, Caitlin, my rep, if you're listening, so I hope you are. Remember, good seats for me means good press for you and the Lightning. Time for move-up time.
It all goes hand in hand.
I have, if it works out, I really hope it does. I've got some prime seats coming up this year. By the way, any Bucks fans out there, yeah, great game today. I really would have enjoyed watching it from my club seats, which didn't happen because there was social distancing to the max. Mm-hmm. Dallas had lots of fans. Rays had no fans. Boo.
Yeah, and I know it's kind of weird that we actually mentioned the Tampa Bay Bucks, but I made an executive decision a couple of weeks back when one of the Bucks groups messaged me and approached me on whether or not I wanted to work with you guys. I was like, you know what? The fact that you came to me and asked me, I felt like that was pretty cool that, they came to me and asked me about joining and working together and everything. So I thought about it. I said, you know what? Yeah, I'll loosen up the saddle a little bit because I know this is a Lightning talk show and everything. But, the Bucks, I don't hate the Bucks. There's only one team in Tampa I hate. But the Bucks are.
You mean, wait a minute, wait. I'm sorry.
You're not gonna.
There's only one team you hate. I won't mention their name, but I think you guys are 3 games back from them. They're the only team that has, other than the Dodgers, that has actually secured a playoff berth because they're such good players, even without their star pitcher Charlie Morton. Even without their star first baseman, G-Man Choi.
Oh, they're not even all-star.
Even without the star catcher, Mike Zunino.
Oh, God.
These guys
are not on the level.
Have shown the Yankees how to play baseball this year.
He's pushing his luck.
But I'm not mentioning the Rays. I mean, their name. There go Rays. Rays up.
Please don't force me to fire you.
You can't fire me. You love this stuff too much. It's too.
No, I don't like the Rays. I don't like nothing about the Rays.
But I will say this, Joe. I'm going to throw, we've only got a couple minutes left. I'm going to throw a feather in your cap. And I'll say this.
Oh, God, here we go.
It is interesting that all these people. No, I'm actually being good about this. Because of the work you've done, because of the quality stuff you put out, because of the great show that we have, you are now being copied constantly. Your people are breaking away to try to start their own shows and failing miserably.
I noticed that they are breaking away and not living up to the expectation of what I deliver.
You've got other groups
in this group
flooding us with requests to either merge or work together or produce their stuff.
All true.
To the point where we're actually able to pick and choose, and we've had to unfortunately turn a couple of people down because of either time constraints or location constraints.
Or they support all 3 Tampa Bay teams, which I don't. But the main thing is, I don't.
Go Bucks, go Rays, go Lightning.
No, 2 to 3.
Even go Thrashers. Isn't that our soccer team?
I don't know. I don't follow soccer.
Who is our soccer? I don't know.
Is soccer even a sport?
It's a sport. It's a good one. But St. Pete has I don't know. I think it's the Thrashers.
It's St. Pete? That's garbage.
Well, still.
Garbage.
Hold on, I'll look it up. We got a minute left. Keep talking about something fun.
Garbage. So, yeah,
the Rowdies. Sorry, it wasn't the Thrashers. It's the Rowdies.
It's the Rowdies. Okay.
Yeah, I think the Thrashers is actually like a XFL team or something. I don't know.
Yes. But I welcome the Bucks, and I encourage everybody that if you want to talk Tampa Bay Bucks football and you love the Bucks, go join our brothers over at Crew Life.
Crew Life is an awesome place.
It really
is. Those guys are really good at what they do. They have great shows.
And they put some Lightning material.
Yes.
And they approve every single
because they know we're awesome.
Since I approved the merge, they have not denied any of my posts on there.
Even the ones where we talked about the never mind.
No, they're not going to approve something where I go off on
one of your tangents there, mister.
No, they've published everything that I've sent them, and it's working out very, very well. We help them, they help us.
Definitely have them.
And that's worked out very, very well.
Yeah. All right, folks, we are getting ready to close it out. Joe, final thoughts.
Well, I'm a little sad because now we're coming in on the end of the hockey season, and of course that's ending the shows until. Luckily, it's not going to be too long where you're denied the absolute pleasure. My mouth is dry.
I'm going to play you off. And that was Joe's final point. My final point is, don't forget, you can always catch us on CastBox.
Thanks for
watching. You can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on Twitch. Or you can watch us on Facebook again.
Everywhere.
As you can rewind this show. Folks, I am Jeff Snyder, along with my host, Joe D'Angelo, coming from the Safety Harbor Studios. We will see you next Sunday.
Go Bolts, baby!
7 p.m. Go Bolts.
Pump up.